Okay, so they I've been waiting to see some Esther stuff. I wonder if they got more than just this. Hold on, let me see if I can go back. I want to go to the official page of Mudang. So they have had a lot of videos since they're. Hold on, this is okay. So this is the official reveal. All right, so this is where we are right now. All right, so this is just okay. So Monday community feedback session, rifle sling. All right, so let's check out what's going on here, because I'm actually really excited for this game because this game reminds me of like a Splinter Cell slash like kind of Ghost Recon type of vibe. And Splinter Cell has to be one of my favorite games growing up, and I kind of wish that they would have kept making them, but I don't know why they just stopped. I think Tom Clancy had died and something like that, and they just stopped making them. But yeah, I'm glad that another kind of another team, whether even if it's outside of like, you know, what was it? It was Ubisoft that was the publisher, right? So let's see what they did. What they talked about, because like from what everything I saw so far, it looked so cool, bro. So I'm super pumped to get back into a game like this. Now going through feedback on our past dev diaries, we noticed one thing kept coming up again and again. Include sling for rifle. Okay. Oh, okay. Because they want to see the guns of the body. That's cool. I'm surprised they reacted that. It's only been 2 weeks. This is like Splinter Cell, bro. Crazy thing is, like, this is all like 3D models, and it still looks good as hell, bro. It's crazy. Like, I'm over here looking at it, and honestly, it doesn't even. It's not even fully rendered. It's just crazy, bro. This game is gonna be so fun to play. Look at that Splinter Cell, bro. I know I shouldn't compare it so much to Splinter Cell, but it's just the nostalgia it gives me. It's just awesome, bro. When you like ran, why was he running away? Okay, so I kind of want to watch it one more time. I feel like I didn't really pay super close attention to it. I hate those guns who stick by themselves on the side of a pack, of a backpack that cannot carry a gun like that. Why not develop a sling so the gun can hang as it's supposed to be? Yeah, like I said, all of us complain about that. That's an interesting thing. Dude, I personally would have went for the guy behind him, and then I guess it doesn't really matter. More of a preference thing, but this is cool, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really so pumped for this game. Ooh, that's nasty. Dude, I'm super pumped. Let's see what people had to say. This is how it's done, Ubisoft. This is a great update. The rifle sling is such a small change, but adds a lot of it immersion in the game. We definitely want more stuff like this. All these animations really add up to an amazing experience. Animation of the character sling, rifle from the cover, and unholstering the handgun and charging is all really great. Bro, I can't wait. They still haven't shown a release date. I hope it's not like. I hope it's not like super late into next year. Still don't really say. Okay, I hope it's not like super late into next year. Like we already got a release date for Resident Evil. Resident Evil comes out in February. Well, I kind of hope this is coming out around that same time, because like a stealth shooter is something I've needed for a long time, and I'm kind of happy that they're going back that route, and I'm happy that they're so fast, bro. Like this is 2 weeks ago, like they did the gameplay reveal, and already like this is in 2 weeks they're fixing something the community was talking about, which just shows like, you know, the studio really wants to make a game that's like that the fans want to play and want to enjoy. Because like I feel like especially with like these big AAA games, like they just throw out slop, and then like they're like, oh well, you know, the fans are they're gonna enjoy it, and we'll slowly fix it over time. But having like developers actually care, it's just like another thing, like Invincible versus like, it just seems like I like game studios actually show that they care about the people that you know, they're gonna buy the games and play their games. Like it feels like a foreign thing, but you know, there's so many game companies right now that just aren't doing that. Like honestly, NetherRealm doesn't really seem to care that much whenever people voice their complaints to them. Ubisoft is the same way. I feel like a lot of these bigger companies have just been around too long, and they just stopped caring. They stopped caring about what actually mattered between the game developer and the consumer, which is making the game fun. And like, when you just don't know how to make a fun game anymore, I think at a certain point it's just like, all right, maybe it's time for you to move on and do something else, because the whole point of a game is to immerse yourself in an experience outside of your real life and just enjoy that fun factor and just like getting away from everything. It's the whole point of a video game. And I feel like a lot of these game studios have just lost what that meant, and like that's why we get these half-finished products, and these half-finished products that they think they can charge $80 for. Is like, I am not against paying for $80 for a game. I think at a certain point games do increase in time, but if they increase in price, they should increase in quality. And I feel like we haven't gotten that quality. Like the only games I feel like have gotten given that quality is Expedition 33, Baldur's Gate, Elden Ring, like games like that, like that well-polished games where it can go a while without putting anything out and people will still enjoy it. And then we can get games like Mortal Kombat 1, which is was just a mess on launch. There's so many examples of games like Concord, Assassin's Creed, all these other games that just are pure examples of like just not finished games, and just people just not caring about their own IPs and products. But anyways, let me stop yapping. That's just how I feel about it. But I'm super hype about this game, bro. I'm really hype about this game. I can't wait to play it, man. Hopefully we get a release date soon. I'm hoping it's the first quarter, if not second quarter of next year. We'll see. I'm sure they'll come out with something soon.